guys! It's been 3 months since the last video was released, but I didn't spend my time in vain, and I prepared a lot. Let me tell you what you will see today. First, who is Chara and how to get her? Second, how best to play her? Third, tricks and tactics to catch the opponent. And before I start, I would like to show you those who helped me with this video. Meet these legends. To get this character, you first need to wait for her in this room. Sooner or later, a boss will appear that needs to be defeated. And with a 50-50 chance, I think so, you will get her to your account. Now you can use it. You're probably wondering how to play it now. To figure this out, you first need to figure out how her skills work. The first skill, Onslaught, allows us to deliver a series of blows while facing the enemy. Dealing 13.5% damage, it does not break through the block and cannot be stopped. However, if you jump and use this skill at the moment of falling, then your attack will change. Now you can break the opponent's block, but now you will do less damage, namely 9.5%. And if you thought it was better to use the first variation of this skill, then no. Why? It's simple. The opponent has time to block your attack, even if you are caught by normal punches. Weren't you impressed with the first skill? Okay, how about jumping on top of an enemy and stabbing him over and over again? That's more interesting, isn't it? This skill, Lethal Wound, is able to break through a block and it does 12% damage. But there are two big disadvantages. You won't be able to hit your opponent with it while being very close to him, and if you don't hit your opponent, you can start praying that they don't have time to beat you to a pulp. The third skill, Bloody Mary, is very difficult to perform. This skill has 2 attack stages. The first stage is when the character makes a long but slow leap backward, pushing the opponent in the direction your camera is facing. The second stage is when the character makes a short but slightly faster leap forward, grabbing the opponent and dealing him huge damage, 19%. Keep in mind that the first stage does not break through the block, and the second stage breaks it. The fourth skill, Fight, allows you to make a short but quick dash, grabbing the opponent. If you hit it, a window will appear in front of you in which you will need to hit the center so that you can deal maximum damage, 12%. If you miss, you'll only deal 4% damage. This skill does not break through the block. The last, most interesting thing, if you can make a perfect block, then you will get a new ability. Using it, you will stop the enemy, and then you will be able to deal more damage. For example, this effect only lasts until you used to deal only 13.5% damage with the first skill. Now you will deal 20.05% damage. However, this effect lasts for 15 seconds. First trick. This trick isn't complicated, but it's not that simple either. You need it for your combo. All you have to do is throw your opponent up and use the Bloody Mary so that you hit him with the first blow and the second blow. To do this, you need to use the Bloody Mary immediately after the uppercut and spin around the opponent with your back to him. As soon as you hit him, try to get close to him, turn around again, and direct your second attack directly at him. The second trick is the same difficulty as the first one, and it is also needed to extend the combo. Now I'll tell you what it looks like and how to perform it. Let's say you use the Onslaught skill in a jump and you didn't recharge the Lethal Wound skill, which is why you can't continue the combo. But I can. How? It's simple. After you have used the Onslaught skill, make a dash to the side, trying to spin around the opponent, and immediately after the jerk, use the Fight skill. Absolutely everyone should know the third trick. Does everyone know that after the third and fourth skill, it is impossible to get a second skill? That's not true. If, after reclining, the opponent hits an obstacle, he will not fly so far away from you, which will allow you to manage to hit the second skill. It's that simple. After the second skill, you can get the third one. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? Yes, it's crazy. This is probably the most difficult trick today. What you need to do after the second skill, you need to run up to the enemy a little bit, calculate the timing correctly, then you can manage to hit the enemy. Just watch me do it and you'll figure it out for yourself. The fifth trick will allow you to avoid the enemy's attack. If he is far away from you and uses a dash towards you, then try to knock down his dash with your third skill. But be careful, because it can knock down your skill too. The trick is very difficult. Unlike other characters, Chara has a unique ability to respawn. Among all the characters, Chara has a truly unique mechanic. She can activate the awakening in two different ways. One, when the player activates the awakening.
Since when were you the one in control? Now, partner. Let us send this world back into the abyss.
2, this is when the player activates the awakening after death, but at the same time you will have only 30% HP instead of 100%. The first skill, Cursed Remedy, your character makes several jerks from side to side, after which he makes a sharp leap forward, grabbing the enemy, and does terrible things to him. This skill deals a maximum of 62.5% damage and a minimum of 40% damage. This figure may vary depending on how many times you hit the enemy in jerks. The second skill is Reset. At its core, it is a counter that allows you to repel almost any attack, 100% damage at all times, deals area damage. Third skill, Atonement, allows you to make a combo of hits, 2 of which knock the opponent down, and 2 other hits can cause fatal damage. Combo sequence: first, knock down; second, fatal blow; third, knock down; fourth, fatal blow. It's important to note that with a fatal blow, your character makes a very long dash. This skill cannot be blocked. Also, the damage of this skill depends on the opponent. If he was able to survive, then you will receive damage of 15%, and the enemy only 20%.
I'll show you everything now.
The fourth skill, 7 Souls, allows you to run a long distance at high speed, pushing the opponent in the direction of your movement. At the end of the run, you stab the enemy with a knife, where you must subsequently hit the center of the window. This skill deals 50% damage. It cannot be blocked. Fifth skill, Special Hell, deals 50% area damage. To use this skill, you need to hit the fourth skill twice.